Hey, welcome to the Paige family homestead. My name is Peggy, and y'all know our Andy. He would be outside doing some finishing touches on the last leg of the fence. Not completed, but secure, so we can let the animals out. What are we doing today? Yesterday we canned. Today we're dehydrating. Onions? Yeah, but not normal onions. We're making these balsamic, caramelized, dehydrated onion. So I've got four or five, I think it's four of the big Spanish type onion, and I've cut them in half, and they're just tiny little slices. I'll show you up closer when we move to the stove. And so I've cut them in half and then just sliced them. Nice and thin. I wish I could use a mandolin like Michelle can. She's mastered that thing. I even just look at it and I need stitches. So I do it by hand. I wish I could use it, man. Oh, it's a dehydrating dream, that thing. So just, I don't know, an eighth. What I call an eighth. And the ingredients, a tiny little bit of olive oil, not a lot, because the onions are going to sweat in the pan. I mean, you can put these in the crock pot, this recipe, and just walk away from it, but then you got to leave it like 7 hours. I don't have 7 hours, so I'm going to sweat them out on the stovetop in a cast iron. You need a cast iron. So here we go. I'm just going to shred them into bits here. And we're going to go over to the stove and start sweating these down and getting so it's 3 ingredients: the olive oil, the onions themselves, and some balsamic vinegar. And I know if people don't like balsamic vinegar, please trust me, the end result, it's not going to taste like balsamic vinegar. The end result is just amazing. And these are great sprinkled, crunchy little onion bits on top of soups and stews or in your casserole. That bean casserole for Thanksgiving, sprinkle these on top for that. In your salads, you can rehydrate them, like I said, for soups and stews. Gives that nice, unique flavor. But, or you can just kind of, when no one's looking, take a pinch out of the jar and eat them, and then have none left and need to do them again. Because that's probably what's going to happen to these. No doubt. I have 4 more onions on the wayside over there, and I'm thinking I'm going to do them with the balsamic. Oh, there's a piece of skin as well. Now the skins, I saved them. I put them up, and they're in the freezer. And that is for, of course, you know, our when we do our broths, right? Our bone broths, chicken broth, turkey broths are coming up real soon. So I saved that for that. It makes a beautiful rich color and flavor in the broth. Okay, I'll bring you in close over to the, I'm going to heat it up. You want a really, not hot, but a really nice warmed medium high heat to the cast iron, because you want to get a nice sweat going. So I'll bring you over there. Okay, so we got our pan coming up to heat. Remember, we're dehydrating, and oil is our enemy, fat is our enemy. So I just want to put a little bit, because these are going to sweat. Onions have moisture. So we're going to do it this way. And for the first 10 to 20 minutes, we're going to be stirring it a couple of times. If you don't hear the sizzle, get it out of the pan. It's not hot enough. We want to caramelize, but we don't want to brown or cook or like, you'll see. There's a lot of moisture in onion. And these babies are going to sweat it out. So for about 15 minutes, every now and again when I walk by, we're going to give it a little toss here. And I'll bring you back. There's really nothing to this, guys. Oh, there's a piece of skin. Gone now. Okay, so it's 10 minutes in. Ow, that was left in a hot pan, Peggy. Ow. You can see I just turned the propane down to number 2. It's starting to dry up here, and I don't want that. So that means that the onions are doing what they should be doing. They're drying out. And we're getting some nice caramelization here. I'm being timid with these things because they're hot. I left them there. Duh. So, switch into a wooden spoon till that cools down. What I've got here, balsamic vinegar. How much depends on you and how many onions you started with. You'll get a feel for it. Please be cooled down. So this is keeping our onions a little bit moist. They're not going to burn or char down. You can see a little bit of moisture. Oh my gosh, it smells good. And if I need to add more as I go, I will. I'm going to turn this down to a low. And we're just going to let this go. Probably another 45 minutes. See the moisture? I'll see if you can see it. Let me see. Can you see the moisture? There we go. So the onions are still sweating out. Oh, it smells so good, guys. So I'm just going to give it a turn maybe every 5 minutes. Walk by, give them a turn. Don't have to babysit it too much. We'll bring you back. Okay, so here we are 35 minutes in. And I've had to add a little bit more of the balsamic vinegar. So you can still see we have moisture in the bottom of the pan. Here we go. That's what we want to watch for. Just keep them cooking. I'm on low, like right down to low. There we go. So that's 30 minutes in. I'm going to let them go another 15 minutes. And yes, I've stole some and ate them. Okay, so I'll say I set that buzzer 3 times at 15-minute intervals to check for moisture and to make sure that they weren't going dry, right? Twice I added another little dribble because they weren't as tender as I wanted. Another little dribble of the balsamic vinegar. Now you can see the color they are now. Wait till you see these babies dehydrated. Now I have the room. I'm using my Cabela. I won't be needing all the trays, but I don't need to crowd anything because it just means longer dehydration time. Means moisture left and maybe big clumps, right? So I'm just taking the time to spread them out. These are going to go about 6 to 7 hours, probably 6. We'll see. The Cabela has been, to my experience, a little bit louder, it's very quiet, a little bit quicker than the Nesco. Definitely quieter than the Nesco. And I loved my Nesco. So, oh, that sneeze. A lot of our viewers are thinking, oh, their dog is sneezing. No, our dog is not sneezing. That's a notification on my phone. Okay, 1 tray that'll be going in. I only got 2 trays ready, but I think I'll be getting 3. We'll see. I'll just speed this along for you guys. No more talking. Okay, turning the Cabela on. I'm setting it for 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Typically, as a vegetable, we would do it at 125 for nutrients. However, we want effect. I want caramelized, crispy balsamic onions. I'm doing it at 150. I'm setting it for 5 hours, 35 minutes. I think it's going to be around 6. I'll be checking it, and I'll see you in 6 hours. Good night. So they literally took 6.5 hours, and they, can you zoom in here, honey? Listen to this. I didn't get a close up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope you can hear it. They're done. They're absolutely done. I checked the thick spots. They're finished. So what I'm going to do, oh, and are these ever good? Nibbling on them before I went to bed. I had to test it, of course, right? So what I did, by the time I went to bed, it was done. I left them here on the trays, and I left them. The Cabela has a cool down feature, so I let it run through the cool down, and I left it overnight. The reason I did that is to condition it, to allow it the opportunity to, and that's what we're doing today in the jar, allow it an opportunity to collect the moisture in the environment around it. And if it does, then I know I got to put it back in for a little while and process it some more. So I'm going to put them in my jar, and I'm going to leave the lid off my jar for a day. These little things here, these silicone mats, when I'm done my dishes, if my water, you know how sometimes you do your dishes, the water's still clean. I'll throw these well, if you keep up on it. Okay. So I throw these in, and I let them soak for as long as it takes for me to put the dishes away. And then I just throw them into the other sink and run some cold water on them and hang them up over my dish rack. Boom, done. These things are a godsend, these silicone mats. I can't endorse those enough. And no, it's not a paid endorsement. These are absolutely the best on top of a salad, or in, you know how sometimes a sandwich you might be eating just needs some crunch, a little extra flavor on top of some cream soups. Just break it up.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, just kind of pinch it out of the jar and eat it now and again. They're good. They're that good. Have you tried
that was
it?
made with balsamic vinegar.
Yes.
That's why they're dark.
Yeah. And again, that's personal preference. You make them as dark or as light as you want. Again, depending on how many onions. This was 4 of the Spanish onion.
Oh, that looks good.
I've got 4 more. I was going to do them up yesterday. I ran out of day. So
I ran out of day.
I did. I ran out of day. So I'll do those later because we're going to need more. We did these a long time ago when we first got our Nesco, and it just slipped our mind and disappeared, and we didn't do it again. I seen it on Pinterest and thought, oh yeah, we got to do more of those. And I'm not going to allow us to run out or get too busy to do these again. They're that good, really. So, Andy.
Yeah.
You're going to be seeing a lot of these in your meals, and you know.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you'll suffer for it.
I don't think so.
I don't want to miss a single little crumb or, like.
Oh no, they're so useful.
Oh yeah, they're done. Never need to buy those French's onions.
Yeah. Wow. It's a tree of onions.
Oh, these are so good. I was thinking of reserving half of them for a powder.
Yeah.
Long-term storage, once you've made sure they are conditioned and no longer drawing in moisture, vacuum seal your jar. you're good. You're good. I hear tell, again, a year, they start to break down and lose their nutritional value at that point anyway. So, might as well eat them up. Use them. Use them in your everyday cooking. Dehydrated foods aren't for, oh, we're going for a trail. We're going to go for a walk or go camping. It is. It is remarkable for that, but it's not limited to that. I'll bet you in 7 days cooking meals, I'll bet you we use dehydrated at least 5 days of the week. Something dehydrated goes into our everyday meal at least 5 days a week. So I've been with my dehydrated stuff still packed because we're in the midst of creating a pantry for us in our little home. I've been really hurting not having all my dehydrated selection at my hands, right just there. I've got all the most popular ones we use, but there's so much I'm not having access to, and you know, run and get this, so forget it, I gotta pull it out of there. You know what I mean? But these onions, oh. And speaking of dehydrating, this whole video, I've omitted to tell you, this is part of the hashtag Let's Dehydrate playlist that our channel hosts for numerous channels. It's not ours, it belongs to everybody who's joined. If you're making videos and you enjoy dehydrating and showing people what you do with your dehydrated foods, please make a video, and in the video description, make sure, it has to be in the description, guys, or I can't search it, neither can you. Support your playlist, right? Hashtag Let's Dehydrate, and try to let me know so I can throw it in there ASAP. It's gotten really popular and it's doing really well, and I can't remember off the top of my old lady brain how many views it's had, so I'll put that right here for you, and I welcome you to join us and join all the other channels that are sharing their love and passion for dehydration too. And it's more exposure for your channel, right? It's good. It's good. It helps everybody, the viewers and the creators alike. And I can't keep my hands off this.
I know. I'm a little dehydrated, so I'm having coffee.
They are so good. So, 4 onions.
Yeah.
I squished them down a wee bit, not a lot. And I'm being rude chewing with my mouth full.
That's 4 onions in that jar? Mm-hmm. Wow.
I could squish it more.
I know.
I don't want to. I like leaving them in their form. And this was done by hand. See how thin that is?
Yeah, really. Snap.
Damn, now I have to eat it.
Yeah, damn it.
Everybody, thanks for watching and visiting. I know I'm smacking away. They're so good. Trust me, you make them, you're going to be smacking. Thanks for visiting us in our home today. If you're new to our channel, please hit subscribe, thumbs up, ring that bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
He's my dinger. So that you get notifications of when we do upload another video. And please leave a comment. We might be slow getting to them, but we get to them all. And we read them all. Some we laugh at. Have a good day, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. Are you yelling at Mama? What is it you want? Gonna kick your feet? Come here. Oh, dancing. Dance, dance, dance. Come on. You want some supper? Dance for your supper, babies. Good girl. Achoo. 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 God bless you. Are you ready, Puff Stuff? Are you ready? You ate your sister's breakfast. I had to feed her twice. Yeah, you better say sorry to her.